I've been climbing for 5 years. Over those 5 years, I have progressed a lot in my climbing abilities. Specifically this last year, I had made my largest climbing accomplishments climbing French boulder grade 7B plus up to 8A. During that year I thought, oh, I'm finally a strong climber. It's only up from here. And man was I off. You see, when you're working towards something, whether that's your climbing project or a career goal, things don't always pan out. There are mainly moments of stagnation or feelings of, I'm not good enough or cut out for this. These moments are inevitable. You're told, just push through and you got this. But sometimes that feeling can take over and affect your perspective on why you're doing this in the first place.
Nah, fuck this, it's not fun.
In this project, I want to discuss why climbing outside is the best and worst thing for your climbing. Climbing outside opens many doors for both your physical and mental strength. You attempt moves you've never tried or seen.
Left, right.
You identify new barriers, whether it's the heady top out or this easy mantle that you just can't overcome. Climbing outside provides you with a clean slate of possibilities, where you have practically infinite new ways to improve your climbing. But that also entails many ways that one can hurt their climbing. When you're working towards a goal, you can find yourself grasping, but missing the catch. I've been coming off this past year with large gains in my climbing, although I'm finding myself having to work backwards in order to move forwards. I'm fortunate enough to spend a lot of time out in the woods, finding new projects and attempting local benchmarks. But I can't help feeling that my climbing foundation is exposing cracks. See, when you send a grade, it's easy to say, I'm a so-and-so climber, though this is most often not the case. I understand now that in order to continue improving, I must introduce volume to strengthen my foundation. By climbing a lot of, air quotes, easier boulders, I can remove surprises and overcome some weaknesses, and I believe this is the way to improve. Climbing outside is the best way to improve your climbing because you expose yourself to nature's styles. Not a route setter's take or the comp walls theme. You constantly test what you know about climbing and get to master new skills and fears. On the contrary, climbing outside can also be the worst thing for your climbing. The sheer amount of times I get shut down by a boulder is uncountable. Climbing outside challenges you in ways I believe a gym cannot. You may flash every move on a limit boulder for your level, but find yourself too scared to do the top out or trust that foot or mantle. These moments offer the climber new challenges and hurdles that don't just involve strength or flexibility, but rather offer a mental crux to the problem. Now this is a very good thing, but these moments where you can't put it all together can test your motivation and momentum. If you're not careful, these could hurt your experiences and possibly even deter you from continuing. My solution has been expectation, motivation, and support. They're constructs that can ensure climbing outside always benefit your climbing. If your expectation is to send a limit boulder, you're giving room for the possibility of failure. Instead, if your expectations were to try something you've never tried before, you're allowing room for success. Motivation can be a tricky one. You need motivation to get out there and try. But if you don't succeed, this can hurt your motivation. If you instead direct that motivation into a notion of positivity, this can greatly change the outlook on your trip or day. You can say, for instance, I am motivated to learn new moves today while I'm outside. This motivation carries an expectation that can be achieved, and therefore can continue that momentum of being a better outdoor climber. Support can come in so many different forms. For me, the biggest support I've had in my climbing has been individuals who are much better than me. These individuals encourage me to get outside more, increase the volume of boulders, and try new things that I would have never tried on my own. This support allowed me to hear what my weaknesses are and gain new perspectives in how to overcome them. Without this support and these individuals, I wouldn't be the climber I am today. Over the next few months, I will be releasing many videos of my outdoor sessions and current projects I have. If you would like to support this channel and follow along, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. It helps me continue to make videos around my climbing journey. Thank you so much, and see you next time.
You can't use it for your hand, but you can use it for your foot. I mean, we can